ever done this before?
This jam? No.
Okay. I'm just thinking of like how I want to get into all this.
I've done
And it may not really have to be about the volunteer jam. We'll mention that that's where we are, but I want to talk to you about the operating stuff too. Okay. Hey Nash family, Erica Grace Powell here. I'm hanging out with a very familiar face tonight backstage at Bridgestone Arena, Terry Clark. You were here for the volunteer jam with Charlie Daniels Band. I walk into like Devil Went Down to Georgia, blaring through the speakers. You've been out here doing some meet and greets, seeing famous people like yourself. How's all this going down tonight?
It's really cool. Like backstage is very exciting, and I can tell that there are like people back here that are in the industry. There are some fans. There are artists. There are band members. It's just such an electric energy. It's got to the whole thing. And I used to watch the volunteer jam on television when I was a kid, and this was before I ever came to Nashville. And I would just sit and watch all these artists get up and jam with the Charlie. I cannot believe that I get to be a part of this tonight. And you know, he stopped doing it 20 years ago. And so I'm convinced he brought it back just for me so I could say I got to do it.
This is, well, I was reading something about this is the 40th anniversary of the entire thing. And the fact that he's still here, he's like, it's a great day to be alive and to be in Tennessee, but to be on stage, I mean, he's still tearing it up. So you're getting ready to follow into his footsteps here, no pressure. What songs are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. A lot of people are just getting up, bam, and doing one song, maybe two songs, or jamming with him. It's like a jam, you know. It's supposed to be fun. And it's supposed to be just everybody up and down and back and forth and keeping the energy flowing. You know, we don't want to. I like that they haven't had intermissions or lag time. It's keeping the audience in the room, and everybody seems to be having a great time.
Because this has been going on since, I think, 4 o'clock, and
Yes.
you'll be going on at 10:50, I think, p.m.
I'm not getting up for that early morning radio show tomorrow morning.
No, but you are our very own Nash icon, and I think that it's so fitting that Nash FM, Nash Icon Station 95.1 is the official sponsor for this concert this year. I've been seeing a lot of the banners and people just getting to know and love the old and the new of country radio and what makes it so special. I mean, the fact that you can have boots and spurs and belt buckles and hats, and then something really trendy and kind of more pop country going on over here, and everybody's just loving all the music.
I saw someone with a mohawk not long ago walking by.
Oh, with the American flag pants or something.
Yeah, Mr. Mohawk. I met him earlier. He wanted his picture with me for his mother.
Oh.
It was awesome.
He's like, I don't know you, but my mom does.
My mom. Can I get a picture of you with me for my mom? I'm getting a lot of that these days.
Well, some people were talking to you about, I just think you're the greatest ever. And first of all, you haven't changed a bit. I think with your iconic look, you can walk through this hallway and everybody's going to stop you. I heard you got a special meet and greet with Sean Hannity.
I did, and he got a little irate at me because I knew who he was, but he goes, "You haven't watched my show, have you?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't watch the news. It's depressing." But no, he was very nice, and he said he was a big fan, and it was very flattering. Like, you know, I just don't assume people know who I am ever. Like, that's the last thing on my mind. So when that happens, it's a nice little surprise that happens.
Well, I would gather that he's here because of the actual benefit of this concert going towards the veterans and a wonderful project that Charlie started several years ago. And is that what his capacity was tonight, to kind of like tell people about that project?
Absolutely. Journey Home is a wonderful organization. It helps veterans. It helps these guys that come back from the war, and not only do they have physical scars, but they have emotional scars, and that's what this whole thing is about. It's trying to make things easier for them if at all possible. And they what was interesting is that there was like a couple $100,000 brought out in checks tonight, just out on stage. You know, the big checks that they bring out when they make donations, and some of the veterans were out on stage, and it was just a really moving moment in the show. And it's good and it's poignant because, you know, it's important in these types of things where it's a big party atmosphere in the music, and it's not about us, it's not about the artists, it's about these guys, and that's the reason why we're here. It's because of these military guys that have done so much for our country, and you know, that brought it all home, that moment.
That's awesome. We're going to let you bring it all home because I think your call time is coming up soon backstage. So we'll be following Terry out on stage as she sings Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, even though she's none of those things. So best of luck with all that, and thanks for being with us tonight, and thanks for being such a great representative of our Nash icon.
Thank you, EGP. You're so